Hey there guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome to the channel where today I'm going to be unboxing and testing out this Samsung Q60T Soundbar. Now I'm going to be doing this video in my usual style, so I'll be giving you guys a little tour around the outside of the packaging, then we'll unbox that soundbar, have a look at any supplied accessories, then we'll get the soundbar hooked up to this 65-inch Samsung 8K TV, where we will then test out the sound on the soundbar by playing some music, and also I'm going to fire up a little bit of gaming to see what it sounds like with that. Now I've got some great news because along with the guys at box.co.uk we are actually going to be giving away one of these soundbars to one lucky viewer absolutely free. Yep, you heard right, one of these soundbars worth £500 we are going to be giving away. And not only that, we have 4 Netflix vouchers as runner-up prizes worth £25 each. Now, all you've got to do to enter is go to the link in the description and follow the instructions and be within the UK. Now, if you're not lucky enough to win the giveaway, then don't worry because the guys at Box have some great offers on at the moment where you can pick yourself up a Samsung TV and a Samsung soundbar for a great price. So I will be leaving links in the description to those offers. Right, let's start off then by taking a tour around the outside of the packaging. And as we can see, this is the Samsung Soundbar Q60T, not to be confused with the Q60T TV that they sell. Don't know why they do that, just makes it confusing. So there we go, so soundbar optimized for QLED. So good job, we've got a 8K QLED TV there to hook up to. And then it goes on to say HDMI, DTS Virtual X, DTS digital sound, 5.1 channel, Dolby audio and Bluetooth. Moving on, it says 3D surround sound, experience 3D surround sound with DTS Virtual X. Samsung Acoustic Beam delivers a panoramic sound experience with Samsung Acoustic Beam technology. Then we have Q Symphony, TV and soundbar synchronize harmlessly for a more immersive experience. Adaptive sound automatically enhances voice clarity on low volumes. Actively optimizes sound depending on the content. Game Mode Pro, immerse yourself in the scene with a dedicated setting that optimizes sound specifically for gaming. Right then, let's get this soundbar unboxed. So I've got my little knife handy there. Just open the tape either end and on the top. So let's lift out the, looks to be the sub. And also we have a accessory pack which we will have a look at in a bit. Right, now we got that sub out, going to follow the instructions on the box, and what you've got to do is flip it over and take out the actual soundbar from the bottom. So that's what we're going to do right now. There we go. Oh, it's all falling apart here anyway, but there you go. And there we have it. One soundbar. Right then, let's take a closer look at this soundbar. So let's take off this wrapping just there. And there we go, so we've got a sticker on the top there that says new soundbar Q60T. Then just to the left of that we have a Samsung logo just there. Then on top we have some buttons. We've got a power button, volume down, volume up, and what looks to be a source button. And then round the back we've got some logos just there, which obviously you're not going to see. Then on the bottom, if I just spin this over again there, we have got our inputs and such like. So we've got a USB and then the power input just there. Then on the other side is a HDMI, and then another one that says HDMI to TV, ARC or ARC, and then finally we have an optical input as well. Right, before we move on to the sub, let's just take some measurements of this soundbar. So the longest measurement is 98.25 centimeters or 38.75 inches. The depth is 10.5 centimeters or 4.25 inches, and the height is approximately, what's that, 5.5 centimeters or 2.25 inches. Next up we have the sub, so we're going to cut this band on this, take off this polystyrene. Right, and there we have it. So, we've got 4 rubber feet on it, which is good. We have it's like a link button there. Power input. Got our port there. Then you can see that's like a cover there for the sub itself, which is on the right hand side as you look at the sub itself. And then we have the Samsung logo on the front. So again, let's take some measurements. So the height on this is approximately 35 centimeters or 14 inches thereabouts. The width, let me do it around the other way so you guys can see, is approximately 20 centimeters or, what's that, about just under 8 inches. And the depth is 30.25 centimeters or 1 foot. Moving on to the accessories now, and a big bag of goodies here. Let's tear this open, see what delights are inside. So we have our user manual there. Then we've got a couple of power cables. Obviously one's going to be for the sub and the other is going to be for the soundbar itself. I will measure those in a second. Then we have, what are these? A couple of little brackets by the looks of it. Yeah, a couple of those. Then we've got a power brick just there. And a couple of batteries there for the remote control. So the buttons we got on there, like power button there, source, pair, play, pause, and you've got sort of directional buttons there, mute, sound mode, it's going to be settings, your volume, and your woofer. Right, let's measure up these cables then. We have approximately 1.5 meters or around about 5 foot. Yeah, so yeah, 152 maybe to 5 feet there on that one. And I've got a funny feeling this other one is going to be exactly the same length. Yeah, so both power cables are exactly the same. Just to one thing to take note, the one without the brick goes to the sub, so that would be just like that. And then the one for the actual soundbar utilises this brick, so you plug that obviously into there, which obviously gives you a bit more length to the soundbar itself. So let's just measure what that is with the brick. Just under, what's that, 157, so probably without the brick, 150 again thereabouts. So in total, it's fair to say it's about 3 meters in total for the power cable going to the soundbar itself. Now, just one other thing that I do want to point out, that clearly this does not come with an HDMI lead, so something that you might want to pick up if you plan on hooking this up to your TV. Right, let's get this soundbar hooked up then, and it is dead simple to do. So I've got the power cable here with the brick, and I've flipped the soundbar over just to make it easier to show you guys. So just going to simply hook up that power cable there, just like that. Then I have also got this HDMI lead, obviously not supplied in the box, connected to the ARC or ARC connection of the TV, and then I'm going to plug the other end into the other ARC connection on the soundbar. So simply just put that in there like that. Then the final connection is just the power cable to the sub, so that in there like that, and then simply into the mains. Okie dokie, we are now all set up and ready to go, and as you can see I've now got the soundbar set up the correct way, but I've got the sub up on its end there just to show you guys that there is an LED on the back there which is red at the moment to indicate that we've got power. So I'm going to grab the remote control and turn on the soundbar, and there we go. Came on saying on, and it now says TV ARC. And if we take a look again now at the sub, you will see that that red LED has now changed to blue to indicate that it has hooked up with the soundbar. So that is great, and we are ready to roll. So what I'm going to do is just press play on this bit of no copyright sounds music from YouTube, and we'll see what this soundbar sounds like. There we go. So what we do is flick through some of the settings and things like that. So if I just press up and down on the, oh there we go, I just found out something I didn't realise. Up and down on the volume button there, as you can see, that goes up and down there, and you know what, that sounds really good. Already that is sounding good. Now what I've just figured out is if you actually push down that volume button, it's actually a mute button as well. There you go. Found something out already. Yeah, that sounds really, really good. And I've not even adjusted anything yet. So we've got a woofer button there. If we change that, here we go, we can move that up or down to whatever we want. Let's just turn it up a little bit. And that don't sound too bad at all. Let's just turn it down a second. Now I fully understand you are not going to get the full experience listening on your speakers at home, but you know, it's as best as I can do in these circumstances. So let's have a fiddle with these buttons then and see what they do. So we've got a source button. If we press on that, so that's changed it to HDMI. And then we've got Bluetooth. So yeah, bear in mind that this can, you know, connect up via Bluetooth to say your phone or whatever, but also to the TV via Bluetooth. So if you don't want all the cables, you can do that as well. Then pressing again, we've got USB, and then back to TV ARC. Then we've got a pair button there for Bluetooth. So if you press that, it says Bluetooth. And I'll go back, and I don't know if you just noticed that, but once I pressed on that then and it was turning off the soundbar, the sound was then coming out automatically from the TV. So if I just turn that off again, straight away it's back to playing the sound out the TV. Turn back on the soundbar, there you go, seamless as that. Then we have got a mute button, which it's a bit strange because you can use that for mute, but you can also press the volume down button for mute as well. Then we've got settings. So that gives us the option for treble. Press in settings again, bass, then audio, what's that? Audio sync, and then back to treble. Then we have sound modes, which are as following. So adaptive, adaptive sound, DTS Virtual X, and then standard, and then surround. Yeah, surround sound. So yeah, a few different options there. Oh, and there we go, and we'll game as well. So let's just have another listen to this, and so what, we'll turn up the bass on the sub a little bit as well. Now, something else to bear in mind is that you can use the volume for the remote for the TV. And what I do like is when you press up or down, it says positive or negative. Yeah, that sounds alright. Let's just put this sub back up a proper way round now. And like I said, you know, you place that sub probably more into the corner. Turn it up a little bit. I tell you, it's got some volume on it. Jesus. That's quite deceptive. For such a small soundbar, how much volume it's got. I tell you what, that sub's pretty good. Yeah, that's alright. To be fair, for the price of what that is, £500, that ain't sounding too shabby at all. I mean, that sub, for what it is, does sound pretty good. I mean, you know, this isn't like a proper separate REL sub or anything like that, you know, high-end jobby, but, you know, you get what you pay for. But in all fairness, for 500 quid, that sounds pretty good, and definitely far better than the standard speakers on the TV, without a shadow of a doubt. So this is a worthy addition to any TV such as this. Now, I have got something else I want to show you guys quickly. Now, if I go into the menu on the TV and go to sound, you'll see there it says sound output. And it says the sound bar there. But above, what you can do, if you click on that, he says, there we go, you can actually have the sound coming out of the TV and the sound bar at the same time to make the most of the sound, which is really good. And from what I can hear, there doesn't seem to be sort of any like delay between the two. So it's hooking up. I think this is the symphony thing, I think it is. So there's no sort of lag between the two, so you're not getting like an echoey effect or anything like that. It's used in the TV speakers just to enhance with the soundbar, which is really, really good. So there you go, just something to bear in mind there. Just turn it up a little bit more. Right, so what I think we'll do now is fire up a little bit of gaming.
Get your hands up now! Get down on the ground!
Okay, we are off with a bit of gaming now. And I've got a PlayStation 4 Pro hooked up to the 8K Samsung, and obviously this doesn't normally live on there, by the way. The amplifier is off, and where I'm not trying to fool you guys, there's no sound coming out of my dedicated surround setup. This is all out of this soundbar, and let's change up the sound mode here at the moment. So we'll change it to the game mode. There we go. Let's turn that up and see what it sounds like. And like I said before, it's got some volume to it, it really has. Let's move round. Let's turn up that sub a bit. Yeah, that's sounding good. Come over this side so you can hear it from just different angles and that. I mean, that's more than loud enough, that is. Yeah, to be fair, this is sounding much better than I thought it would. Especially when you give up the bass a little bit on the sub. It sounds cracking. And there's definitely more than enough volume on it.
We need to get on there.
To be honest, more than you probably ever need. The bass has really got some depth to it, in all fairness. Yeah, I'll fire that gun again, mate. Very, very impressive indeed. And to be fair, I think that is worth every penny. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, you go out and buy like a dedicated amp and speakers and that is going to sound superior. But if you want a nice, simple, you know, almost one box solution, if you're, well, two box, you know, you've got your soundbar and stuff, but a nice, simple setup without loads of cables, then yeah, I'd highly recommend this soundbar. I think it is cracking. To be honest, if I didn't have my separate amp and speakers and that, I'd be more than happy with this. So yeah, please consider buying one of these soundbars because I think it's absolutely great. Well, there you have it then, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that video today, and if you did, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of the same in the future, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell icon, because otherwise you will not be notified of my latest uploads. And don't forget that giveaway that we are running in conjunction with the guys at box.co.uk, and if you would like to enter that, then please go and check out the link in the description. So thanks very much for joining me today, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on next one. Bye for now.